Due to Lil Durk's court trial coming up, there's a very high chance Lil Durk will get sentenced to life in prison. New evidence was found in his court case from 2019, and I need to share it, so let's get right into it. Now, the case begins in 2019. Rappers Lil Durk and King were out in Atlanta at a restaurant called The Varsity. Law enforcement claim that they now have video evidence on Lil Durk using a firearm towards an individual named Alexander Witherspoon. This was after Durk and King allegedly snatched his chain and stole $30,000 worth of cash from him. According to police reports, records claim that the two rappers were at a recording studio throughout the night. They then went to a gas station before going to the Varsity for late night dinner before heading home. At the Varsity parking lot, this is where Lil Durk and King found Witherspoon. As they were walking into the restaurant, they noticed him standing outside of his vehicle and recognized him from the streets. Alexander Witherspoon claims that he knows Lil Durk and King but they are not friends in any sort of way. Now, after snatching his chain and allegedly robbing Alexander Witherspoon for around $30,000 worth of cash, King and Lil Durk proceeded to steal his vehicle and drive away. Before exiting the parking lot, allegedly Lil Durk rolled his window down and used a firearm towards Witherspoon before hitting the open streets. Alexander Witherspoon needed to get medical attention while in the parking lot, which is where he told the feds what happened. A warrant went out for Lil Durk's arrest. Before turning himself into jail, he released his hit song, Turn Myself In, claiming that he is innocent in this court case and that he'll get through it with no issues. While battling in the court system, a judge finally granted Lil Durk and King bond in this court case. Durk's bond was $250,000. There was very strict conditions that Lil Durk had to follow, or he would get sent back to jail until his trial began. Some of the conditions were that he was not allowed near firearms, and he could not have any contact with anyone involved in the court case. This is the real reason as to why Lil Durk was not with King the day that he sadly passed in Atlanta, just in case you didn't know. Due to this court case, Lil Durk and King had to have a restraining order against each other. They were not allowed in the same area as each other, and they were only allowed to speak over FaceTime. Now, the judge in this court case has recently found a probable cause to charge Durk for the act alongside 5 other charges involving street activities, holding firearms as a convicted felon, and so on. Now, new evidence has been coming out in this case, which allegedly proves that Lil Durk is guilty. As said in the court files, there's security footage of somebody's arm coming out of a window of the vehicle. The question is, whose arm was it? Was it Lil Durk's or was it King The feds are trying to prove that it was Lil Durk by comparing the tattoos on the individual's arm. For the longest time, the security footage that they have has not been good quality, so they cannot see the tattoos clearly. Now, allegedly, with better technology, the footage has now become more clear to see. The court case was being delayed for quite some time due to the real-life issues everyone's facing, as well as King passing. That's why this court case has been put on hold for quite some time, but with all of this new alleged evidence that has been coming out online, it almost seems as if the court case is now ready to proceed forward. One of the biggest issues that Lil Durk is going to be facing in this court case was in the conditions of his bond. If you remember, I mentioned that he is not allowed to be near firearms. A few months ago, Lil Durk and India's house ended up getting a home invasion while they were sleeping. Multiple men came through the windows of Lil Durk's house looking to find some sort of jewelry or anything they can rob inside of the house. When everything was going down, allegedly India is the one that grabbed a firearm protecting the inside of their house, making sure all of the men ended up leaving. Law enforcement was then called to the scene. Lil Durk was arrested due to them believing that he was the one using the firearm to defend him, his family, as well as his house. And this is why you probably heard that it was India using the firearm, and for some reason a lot of people were memeing Lil Durk for it, saying that Lil Durk was supposed to be the one using the firearm and defending her, but for some reason she was. And it all relates back to the fact that he is not allowed to hold a firearm or even be near one, but there was one in his house the entire time. Another major situation that Lil Durk will probably run into during his court trial was the 6ix9ine situation. So around the time that King Von passed, Tekashi 6ix9ine, he did a lot online. 6ix9ine posted a photo to his Instagram account of him wearing King Von's face on a t-shirt. He even had a caption on that photo saying, and I quote, "He really thought y'all loved him. He believed y'all. If he ain't slide for his brother who got hit in his head, then you thought different." He then added several laughing emojis to it, constantly going at Lil Durk for not doing anything to defend King Von. That's when a viral video then started floating around the internet. In this video, 6ix9ine has no security with him, or anyone with them for that matter. Allegedly, these are OTF members running up on 6ix9ine while he was in his parked car. Things didn't get too crazy as they were in the streets of New York, which is obviously filled with law enforcement. 6ix9ine hasn't been having his regular security that he's used to having lately. I believe people from O Block, especially Lil Durk, noticed that and took action for all of the things that he said about King Von. Now here's the video that I was talking about. Now after this video went around online, a very concerning photo of 6ix9ine was then brought up to the public. In this photo you see 6ix9ine getting a cast put onto his arm. A second photo came with it, but I'm not allowed to share it due to 6ix9ine having many bruises on his face. This could also be the reason why 6ix9ine disappeared from social media for the last year, and we really haven't heard from him ever since he was dissing King Von around a year ago. As well as the recent issues involving NBA YoungBoy, these will also probably be brought up in court as well, depending on how much further goes on with this little beef. Now earlier this week, rapper NBA YoungBoy dropped his new single called Bring the Hook. It's very obvious who and what this song is about, but in case you missed the lyrics, let me break them down quickly. It starts with, "This that Squid Game, O Block pack get rolled up, and what they told us, Atlanta boy get fold up." Now these lyrics are clearly at late rapper King Von. King Von isn't from Atlanta obviously, but he sadly passed while in Atlanta. Now Lil Durk was quickly to respond on his Instagram. Durk shared a photo and a caption by saying, and I quote, "Don't claim it if you don't do it. You still a B. Hashtag the voice." Now in this caption, Lil Durk is referring to NBA YoungBoy, telling him not to claim it that he did it to King Von. In other words, don't claim something that you didn't do yourself. It doesn't end here, as the next day, NBA YoungBoy shared these photos to his Instagram account. With $100 bills, NBA YoungBoy wrote out on the floor saying, "Stay safe." With 2 days then passing, with social media taking this as a worldwide trend of sharing messages on the floor, Lil Durk responded by saying, "Hurry up," obviously using a different choice of words that I can't share here on YouTube. But let me know what you guys think about the Lil Durk situation. Leave a like if you're new and don't forget to subscribe. I'm out. Peace.